Hello Rivermen and SPHL fans, and as always, welcome to the video and thank you for watching. In this video, we're going to preview the matchup with the Peoria Rivermen going on the road to face the Evansville ThunderBolts. And this breakdown and preview is brought to you by a Bayleaf Indian restaurant and bar. It's the #1 Indian restaurant in the Peoria area with a 4.8 star rating and over 280 plus reviews, 90% which are 5-star reviews. So get yourself down there, get you some good Indian food, and tell them I sent you. This is going to be a quick video. I've been really busy all week at home and and work. And I've barely had time to do anything. Barely got these 2 videos in that I did do this week, and was going to do other videos for the games, but just do not have the time to do them. So sorry for the people that do watch and support what I do. I'll try to get them in next weekend. But this looks to be a good rivalry matchup. Rivermen are 3-0 to start the year, and Thunderbolts are 2-2 to start the year, playing one more game than the Rivermen due to their education game this past week, which, again, because I was so busy, I had no clue about, so I completely missed that game and didn't even know it was happening. But Bolts have lost their last 2 games. They lost that education game versus the Huntsville Havoc 6-2 at home, and in the previous matchup, they lost against Quad City Storm 5-1 at home as well. Rivermen, like I said, are 3-0. They're 2 wins at home, 1 win on the road, beating Fayetteville in their last matchup in overtime 2-1, and again beating Fayetteville in their previous matchup 3-1 in regulation, and of course beating the Storm 5-1 on the road. Bolts have an interesting record at 2-2 only because they are 0-2 in Evansville and 2-0 on the road. So I found that to be very interesting, and we are playing in Evansville this week, so we look to keep that losing streak going of 3 losses in a row at home and 3 losses in a row, period. Bolts have a total of 86 penalty minutes on the season in their 4 game, which is second highest in the league, only below Huntsville Havoc, who have a total of 130 penalty minutes. Havoc's the only team in the hundreds when it comes to penalty minutes. I find that really funny since a lot of them like to scream that the Rivermen are dirty. But here's one for you. Rivermen have the lowest total penalty minutes in the league of all teams, with only 30 penalty minutes on the season, which means Huntsville Havoc have 100 more penalty minutes than the Peoria Rivermen. But I guess Rivermen are the dirty team, right? That's just funny to me. On the power plays, like I said, Rivermen have always had a great special teams. Year in, year out, that's been a calling card of theirs. Outside of good goaltending and team defense, has been a great special teams, and so far they're starting the year that way yet again as having one of the better special teams in the league. On the power play, they're 4 of 8, and they've killed every single penalty called against them. They've killed 9 total penalties and have allowed no goals on the opposing team's power play. So again, those are some of the best special teams numbers in the league. super proud of Rivermen for that. I hope that continues. It's part of the reason Rivermen have been 3-0 this year. It's definitely helped them the most in sweeping the Fayetteville Marksmen. The special teams was a huge factor in sweeping the Fayetteville Marksmen. On the other side of the coin, Bolts are only 2 for 10 on their power play and have allowed 3 goals on the penalty kill out of 13 attempts by the opposing team. So, like I said, Rivermen are doing better in the special teams department by a decent margin. And with the Bolts leading in penalty minutes being the second most, 86, the last thing they want to do right now is put the Rivermen on the power play. Rivermen has always had a very effective power play. Again, just ask Fayetteville Marksmen. Some players to watch for on both teams. You have Alec Bear, who's been red hot, 6 points with 2 goals. Braden Barker's been red hot, 4 points and 2 goals. Garrett Devine and Griffin Fox have been playing outstanding to start this year's campaign. Devine with 2 points and a goal, and Griffin Fox with 3 points and a goal. And I look for them to continue to make a big impact in this weekend series. Excuse me. The goaltending in Peoria has been flat out outstanding. I mean, the best in the league, and the stats back that up. It's not like they're only facing 15, 20 shots a game. That hasn't been the case at all. The lowest shot total against them has been 29 shots against. So people can't be saying, well, you're only facing like 15, 20 shots. No, we're facing our fair share of shots. We're just stopping them. Latinovich, in his 2 games played, has stopped 70 of 72 shots against, only allowing 2 goals in the 2 games he's played. And he hasn't faced anything less than 30 shots on goal when he's playing. So he's been on fire for us, and I look for that to continue and for him to stay locked in. Tino's save percentage is a .972, and his goals against average is 1.0. So just great numbers for him. And Boston has had 1 game. He won the overtime game against Marksmen, and Boss was stopped 28 of 29 shots on goal, and he has a .966 save percentage and a .93 GAA. So again, if they, you're looking at 2 top goalies, 2 goalies that could easily start on any team in this league, and they're showing you why. Players to watch for the Evansville Thunderbolts. Scott Carrington has been out, playing great hockey for him like he always does. Has always been a top player for that team when he's there. 4 points, 3 goals. Miles Abbott has been playing great, and I expected him to. He has 2 points and 2 goals. Tyson Gilmore is always a threat on this team. He usually plays against the Peoria Rivermen very well, too. So I look for him to have a huge impact in this series if Evansville Thunderbolts hope to have a successful campaign against them. Been stuttering a lot here, not liking that. And actually, Jordan Semino has got off to a pretty good start on the point sheet himself. He's got 3 points on the year and a goal. So these guys have done good. I look for Aiden Liddicky to, make an impact, and Derek Contessa can definitely make an impact too. So it's, like I said, it's going to be a good series. I'm not taking away nothing from the Bolts. They've had some flashes where they've looked pretty good, and coming off a championship win, that definitely helps the confidence of the returning players. That won that championship because now they know they can do it. New goalie, Kristen Stead, is 2-1 on the season. He has faced some shots. He's allowed 7 to go through. He's stopped 101 shots on 108 attempts thus far on the season. He has given up 4 goals, though, in one game. Compare that to the Rivermen, where they've only given up 3 goals on the entire season. So that shows you how red hot the Rivermen goaltending duo is right now. Again, not taking nothing away from Stead. He's playing pretty good at the goalie position for Bolts, but right now Rivermen netminders are just showing up a little bit better. And like I said, the stats prove that. Brendan Browley did not have the greatest outing, his first outing with the Bolts. He's 0-1. He allowed 6 goals in that game on 37 shots. He has a .838 save percentage and a 6.01 goals against average. So, it's only one game, his first game, but, it didn't look amazing, exactly, to say the least. So, there's some stats and some players to look out for. Some keys to the success. I think Rivermen's just got to keep doing what they've been doing, man. Keep that team defense rolling. Keep scoring goals, and their goalies just keep staying hot. Like I said, their special teams numbers are outstanding. They're killing it on special teams. And literally killing penalties, not allowing one single goal on the penalty kill. And, being 50% on the power play, 4 of 8. If they get on the power play, I look for them to take advantage. They're pretty good on the power play against the Bolts. So if I'm the Bolts, you got to come into this game. You still want to play your brand of hockey. You still want to be physical, but you got to be careful and not get baited into drawing undisciplined penalties and putting the Rivermen on the power play, because that could cost you the game, just doing that. So, like I said, I look for this to be a physical matchup. First time these teams met up since Bolts swept the Rivermen out of the playoffs. I know Rivermen are chomping at the bit to play this game and redeem themselves. And obviously Bolts want to prove that's not a fluke what they did, and they want to win in front of their home fans. So it's going to be an exciting game, and it's going to be a physical game. Like I said, I look for Rivermen to stay disciplined in that department. And for the Bolts' sake, I hope they can be a little bit more disciplined than what they've been lately, because I know they're going to do the same thing. They're going to try and draw the Rivermen into taking penalties. But the Rivermen have done outstanding on not taking that bait this year, and I look for that to continue. So with that, I'll go ahead and wrap it up. I'm always going to ride with my guys, Rivermen. I'm always going to favor them and pick them. Obviously, I know they're not going to win every single game they play. Yeah, that's obvious. But I'm never going to pick against them. I can't do it. Even if I'm trying to be unbiased, there's literally no way I can pick against the Rivermen. They always have a chance to win. With the coach they have, with the way they play, they're always in it. They always have a chance to win. So with that, I'll catch you at the next puck drop, and I always keep it Rivermen style.